Good morning, Tina. I Walker 1963. Good morning. Leanne Lynn. Good morning. Lisa 54. Good morning. Kim. Universal Food Tester. Blue Mermaid. Jules. Julia. Kevin Brand. Deb. Deb does reading. And Karen. Good morning. Kathy. Carol. Opinion Oma. Good morning, everyone. April Sunset. Good afternoon. I hope we are all doing well this morning. Good morning, Mr. Gemini. Yeah. Jen, good morning. Add a twee cents. Good morning from North Carolina. Good morning. Robert Smith from Scotland. Sherry Ford. Good morning. Yeah, I'm feeling okay right now. Never know. So, with little children running around, today you're healthy, tomorrow you're not. They're little vectors. I don't know how they seem to find it all, but they always do. Miss Wee Lassie, good morning. Ginger, good morning. Leanne Lynn will be listening from work. Sounds good to me. I'm sorry if I'm bouncing back and forth here. I have two different monitors up this morning. So I'm trying to. I've got another tab open on the other monitor here, and I'm trying to watch the stream to see which one is working better. Because I have one set for latency at the lowest, and this one is in the medium setting. So I'm just trying to figure out which one is going to work better. So, sorry. Coletta Souza, good morning from Augusta. Oh, that's Gustin, CA, so Canada, I guess, right? How's the weather by you today? Gray and overcast here, but it's not raining. I don't know. Well, it's not raining right now here either. So, according to Google, high of 47 today with 30% chance of rain. Gusting, California. Okay. Huh. The capital CA, is that Canada? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Deb does readings. I'm slowly adding the moderators back. I found out who it was that was blocking and kicking people out. So I've added back like Dana, and I added back a couple others on top of it. You love DNA. I just finally proved a line I've been trying to prove for about 15 years. I'll definitely keep you both in mind, Deb and Kathy. I'll definitely keep you both in mind if and when, because I know I have at least one moderator right now. If she's going to be taking some time off because she's going to be having back surgery, but she's not sure when she's going to be able to do that. I guess she went to her primary care physician, and they have to give her a referral to a surgeon, and she's not sure how long she's going to be down for. So she notified me just the other day that she's going to be having surgery. Hello, hippie chick. Yes, Blue Mermaid. I found out who it was. Jules Freedom. I'm doing well today. How are you? Julia Young. I can't believe I caught you live finally. Haven't seen you since being in the hospital. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better, Julia. Can anyone on here see a blue sky as never seen one before? What, Carol? I don't understand that one. Sorry. Are you in your garage? Colette? Yes. So I have a 4-car garage, and there's actually 2 garages that sit side by side. And the one garage has got my wife's Volkswagen in it, 65, and then I've got my truck in it, the other garage next door. And we bought this house almost 2 years ago. There was nothing in here. It was just empty. So, I had the studio set up in the house for a while, and it just wasn't working. We needed more space. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I just insulate the garage and use the garage as a studio? I've got plenty of space. I'm slowly getting there. The only wall that's been insulated so far is what you can't see. It's behind here, and then the other wall going that way. But I'm getting it figured out slowly but surely as time, permits. It's not a money issue. It's just getting time to do it. We put in the that's why you see all those wires over there. That's the brand new breaker box that we put in. So there's on this wall here that's been insulated and sheetrock behind the camera here. We put electrical outlets in, and it's all been, the entire garage has been smart wired. Yeah. So in a nutshell, it is a garage, but it had 2 garage doors. One garage door has been taken out completely, and I've got a sliding glass door that I'm putting in there where the one garage door was. Well, I've got a lot of room. I just don't need it for garage space. Where's the man? There. I'm like, where the hell's my cursor? I hope it goes well for her too, Jules. Family tree wheel couldn't prove where my 3 great grandfathers came from. I was able to do that through and prove that he was born with a different first name using my DNA matches. That's cool, Oma. Good morning, Cece. Thankful Texas has more blue skies than rain. That's cool. We have a she's my aunt. She's the second person in our family. So we had a great grandmother who did our family genealogy, Oma. And she's actually published 2 books that are within our family that we can trace our family back to. I think it's like 1320. But now we have an aunt who keeps the book up, and inside it's got a big old fold out family tree in the middle of it, so you can actually see the different, where everybody comes from and all their children. Big Catholic family. Hello from Minnesota. Queen bee to you. Are you upper or are you down by the Twin Cities? I got family all over. I'm not saying that I have family in this live stream right now, but I do, who are in Minnesota. And yes, I saw you, but I did not acknowledge you, sis. You're right up by Duluth. All right. Duluth is nice. Got a lot of family that used to live up, not in Duluth itself, but hi, Dari. Good morning. Faithful One. Nona 617. You got a lot of snow up there. Ryan, good morning. Yellow lemons. So I enjoyed much watching your lives while you were enjoying some beers and golf. Oh, it was about a week ago. Saturday, Sunday. That was for Tim's birthday. My friend Tim. We tried to get out on the golf course, but half of the golf course was flooded because all the snow was melting. So we went over to a friend of ours' house who has a golf simulator in the garage. At least last Saturday, we went over there. We hardly ever get to do it. I'm terrible at it because it's so hard to actually you're looking at the golf ball and everything is on a screen. So and there's a delay between what you actually do and when it actually picks up the motion of it, because it's picking up the ball and it's picking up the motion of the club because there's one camera facing you and the other one from behind you shining the opposite direction looking at you. It's really bizarre. You can act, and it doesn't help that the program that she has is in Mary Frederick. Good morning. It's just difficult to play. At least it is for me. LaDonna in Texas. Good morning. Deb goes reading. Got to go, but everyone have a great day. Bye, Deb. Molly, good morning. How are you doing this morning, sweetheart? Hope you are doing well this morning. I think I like the medium speed latency. I think I like this one more than I like that one because I have them set at different latency. This one is just like it's slow and then it's like boom, and a whole bunch of comments all at once, and then this one is just kind of slowly ticking by, and this is set at medium where that one's slow. I think what it does is it builds up a bunch of content and then it just shoots it across. But otherwise, I mean, Monitor wise, they're both the same, visually. But that's the other thing. This will probably be the last stream where I stream directly on. Right now, I am streaming directly on YouTube. So after this, I'm going to be streaming on StreamYard only. You'll still see it on YouTube, but yeah, it's StreamYard, and then what they do is they stream to YouTube. But I just paid for the subscription service for with them, so I might as well use it. So. Oh, I most certainly will. Pancreatic cancer awareness is important. Good morning from Boston. Bohan Kane? How do you pronounce your first name? I'm sorry if I butchered that. Hold on. Tired of squinting. Oh, hey, look, that's a lot better. Don't pay the ransom. I got away. Good morning, Karen. Oh, Carol. Yeah. So just to be able to do these live streams, I had to have my daughter sit down. I've got my instructions right here on how to step by step. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps that I have to do. I have to make sure I do every single time just to be able to do a live stream. I am not the most technologically advanced individual. And most of it's pretty exclamatory, log on, type in topic, make sure I put tags in there, stuff like that. But I would forget otherwise. It's me. Good morning. Chavon or Chavon? Oh, that's an O. You say it like in a Boston accent? Chavon? Dari, you just got your first pair of reading glasses? Ooh, that's been a while for me. I went from readers to getting my first prescription quite a few years ago. And then it just got worse and worse and worse. It seemed like almost every year, or every other year when I went back, my prescription just got worse. And then finally, I ended up having to get, these are trifocal, no line. I had the bifocal, no lines. And now I can't see anything here and I can't see anything over there. Just getting worse. First Munch, hi, long time no see. Been a busy man. Hello, everyone. First Munch, glad you could stop by today. Belos, it's Irish name. Yeah, you should probably wear them. Progressive lenses. Yeah, these are progressive. Never heard of trifocal, Carol? So, all right, imagine like bifocal. So you have your, distance vision, and then you have, all right, let's just imagine they have a line. So they're bifocal, so magnification for reading right here. Trifocal, this last bottom part right here on the end is more of a magnification. So I guess I could probably, start a fire by holding them up over like some kindling in the sun. I mean, yeah. Because I have to, I can't wear sunglasses. Obviously, I can't see with, unless they're prescription. So these ones darken whenever I come in or out of sunlight. Oh yeah, Dari. Well, that's when I really knew that my vision was getting worse, was just sitting and reading things on the computer, and I'd get like these massive headaches from it. And then just reading and working, and the readers, I went through every one of the readers to as strong as readers as I could get. And then after that, it was finally time to admit that I needed to go see the eye doctor. It's not surprising. Thinking about my family, I don't think that there's anybody I know of in my family that doesn't wear glasses. When you hit 50, it's all downhill from there. Things just start dropping off. My mom has trifocals, as she said. It's hard to get used to them. Yeah, it definitely is. Because if you tip your head up like this, I mean, everything is completely out of vision if I do this. But after a while, you tip your head and you get used to it. The ones that drove me nuts was the first ones I had was the bifocals, but I had the line. Ugh. 50 is the new 35. All right, I'll go with that. I don't feel 35 anymore, but hard contacts. My daughter, she's supposed to wear glasses, but she wears disposable contacts now. But she did have hard contacts for the first couple of years, and then they just weren't working out for her. So I can't remember what they call them now, but she wears a contact lens. She likes them, and she can get like designer ones in a prescription. Ones where you can change your eye color and stuff like that. Not that she does anymore, but she can get them if she wants. I needed glasses since I was in the 6th grade. Since 12. I've probably needed them longer than I did, but I'm just stubborn. And eventually I had to admit that, I needed, I just didn't need readers. I knew I couldn't see, worth a damn driving, especially at night. Sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off. Jules Frito. It's a nice name. Screen name or name, whichever. Ladona's in Texas. Ride. First munch. I do believe I've been to your channel. Not recently though. I'm writing it down. That's one of the things that I love about the new YouTube studio is when people subscribe, I get this little. All right, so here's like your screen, but down in the lower right-hand corner, there's a little box there that tells you new subscribers, and it tells you how many subscribers they have, if they have any at all. I mean, there's a lot of people. I don't know why, but they've never put out any content at all, and they'll have like 100, 300, 900 subscribers, but they've never had anything on their channel. But then every time I get a new subscriber and I see that and I click on it and I go to the channels and I try to check out what everybody else is doing. And if I like the content, then I copy and paste the link and then I put it in the sidebar. So it channels that you suggest. Linda, good morning. We got some Minnesota women up in the house today here. We got Duluth. We've got someone, I won't say where she's at, but she's in Minnesota as well. And we've got Linda. Oh, thank you, Karen. Good morning, Chrissy. I hope you're doing well this morning. Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah, you betcha. I want to do sculpture tutorials. Or since I decided to do nothing went right. Comp breakdown 4 times, bugs work, etc. But I'll get there. That'd be cool. Gianna Marie, good morning from SoCal. Don't you know? Minnesota's pretty in the summer. Oh, I think Minnesota's pretty all year round. It all depends on your tolerances for either the humidity or the cold. Gianna Marie, no, I will not be watching that movie. I have no intention to. Hello from Wisconsin, Sarah K. Good morning, Sarah. Will, if you ever come to Virginia, we have to meet up and have dinner. If I ever get that way, Cece, I most certainly will. I would love to meet you and your better half. Yes, the Four Seasons is great. Southern Ohio, Maggie May. Good morning, Maggie. Meredith, good morning. Yeah. Oh, I'm very familiar with it. Queen B2U. Just about everybody I knew had an engine block heater. You have to have one. Because if you don't, well, then you're not going anywhere. I don't know if my sister is still in here or not, but without pointing yourself out or not, sis, there's my my Twitter name. You should get a kick out of that. Karen just posted it. But it's not that I don't love my sister. I love her very much. It's I don't acknowledge my family when they come into streams because I don't want people to harass them, because it's not that you ladies out there would do that, or gentlemen. It's those who are watching who don't say anything. Those are the people that I want to protect my family from. There are a lot more people. I mean, there's 64 people in here watching the stream this morning, and a lot of them will never comment. I am still here. Yep. Thank you, Linda. Billy Ray Finley. You like the PayPal name, Rocket Records and Books? That's actually my business name. That's what's on my business license. Yeah, Linda. See, we're like, when I stream on StreamYard, I can turn the camera off and on. YouTube doesn't allow me to turn the camera off and on, so I have to block the camera. Sorry, Kathy. It's a bad habit, but it's a habit that I haven't gotten rid of yet. Thank you, Maggie. I will definitely tell my wife. If you all haven't checked it out yet, you got to go over to my other channel, Wheelstar, and check out the podcast. I think we have the first 2 episodes on there right now of the podcast taco stream. The taco stream. It went like gangbusters. We posted it online. We only had I think maybe 40 people on YouTube who watched it, but we posted it. The first episode was on. Oh Jesus! What did she post it on? It's not iTunes. I'm going to have to ask my wife now. I'm having one of those senior moments. I can't remember what the heck name of it was. But it's online on one of the streaming services, and we had I think 16,000 people watch it in the first 2 days, or listen to it in the first 2 days, because it's audio only. Is it Streamcast? Yeah, Linda. So the podcast that me and my wife do, it's just the 2 of us right now. We have several people that we've lined up to be on the podcast, and we're going to have those people on. So we record it right here. That's where all these microphones are for. There are 5 stations here at this table behind me. You can't really see it because I'm in the way. But 1, 2, 3, 4 microphones on the table right now. But we recorded it right here. And I mean, so far, it's going pretty good. So tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow, every Sunday at 1 o'clock. The next episode is tomorrow at 1. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Dari. Well, that happens. I'm glad you guys are here to take care of it. I saw them, but not much I can do. I have watched both podcasts of you and your wife. Love them. You guys are so great. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Hey, Mr. Frosty. Haven't seen you around in a while. How are you doing? Blue Mermaid, the first 3 are not live. The fourth, 5th, 6th, and 7th one will be live. But we'll offer them in live, and then people can watch them in review, kind of like this. Like this is live right now. But we're going to we're playing around with which one is going to work better. Doing it live or having it pre-recorded and then having it at a certain time. So right now we picked 1 o'clock on Sundays, Pacific Standard Time for the episode to be launched. And then we're gonna try to do it live at the same time as well. But with a 3-year-old, it is a little difficult though to have both parents, sitting here recording a podcast live. So we can only do it on the days when our daughter is home, where she can watch the little guy, because I can't have him on the podcast at all. First off, because of privacy reasons, I don't have him on anything at all. And other reason is because of YouTube's and I never know what they're going to do with YouTube. I know that I've gotten warnings in the past when he's walked in the back of live streams, because he wasn't wearing a shirt. I mean, we have a heck of a time. He's 3 years old, and he's learned, I can take off my clothes. So half the time in the house, he's running around buck naked or just wearing his little Superman or Batman underoos. I want to hear more. I want to move near you and create a citizen serial killer gasket. Okay. Yeah. But, at the same time, Dari and Blue Mermaid, for privacy reasons, we just don't want him on. Autocorrect. Task Force fan. It's also hard to, I might be able to get him to sit in the chair, and give him a coloring book and crayons, and he might sit still for 10 minutes. until he decides that there's something shiny over there that he wants to play with. Martha, good morning. All of you out there who have kids, you all know what it's like, for a 3-year-old. He's here 1 second, the next minute he's gone. But the only thing that gets him to sit still is, when he's listening to music. He really loves music. Not music that I'd listen to, but he really likes to listen to it. Go catch serial killers. They're out there. My notes on serial killers. I can answer the question: how many serial killers are currently active in America? All right, according to the FBI's data and the Department of Justice, right now in America, they believe no less than 9 serial killers are active, either actively killing or active as in hunting for their next victim in America. 9. Between 1980 and 2008, looking over here at my whiteboard, 184,992 murders are unsolved. They have no idea who committed those murders. Between 1980 and 2008, 184,992. If you live in one of the following states, Idaho, Maine, or West Virginia, you have a better chance of the police solving your murder than any other state. They have an 80 to 87% closure rate on all murders. If you live in California, Florida, New York, Texas, or Michigan, sorry, only about a 60% closure rate on murders. We'll make a specialized serial killer catching vehicle. Yeah, Jules, 9. Yeah, that's actually pretty low. There are serial killers all over the world. The ones that really get away are the ones in Europe and in the former Soviet Union bloc countries. Some of them they get away with it their entire lives, and they might have body counts into the hundreds. Good morning, Nurse Bev. Yeah, Maggie May. There might be more out there undetected, but that's what the FBI knows what's out there. Bex, good morning. They know there are 9 serial killers. The one that I would really like to learn more about is the one for Canada, the Highway of Tears. There are a lot of women that they have found over the years dumped in remote areas off of that highway. I think it's what it goes to up to. Is it go to Vancouver? I can't remember where the highway is though. But and then they know that they've never found all the victims. TV shows educate how to hide your DNA better. I don't know if this person's in the stream or not, but Kathy Spearley is a new subscriber. Welcome to the community, Kathy. Jonathan Oot. Well, how do you pronounce that? Oot. 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 I think you pronounce it Jonathan Oot. How would you pronounce that last name? Uett. Oot. I'm not trying to make fun of it. I'm just trying to figure out how to pronounce the last name. I don't know if either one of them are in the stream, but that's 2 new subscribers just now. Alley Cat, good morning. How are you doing? Hope you are well this morning. Cheryl Tracy, Sherilyn. It helps if I read the whole name. Welcome to the community. I hope you are doing well this morning as well. That's my porn name. You just got that Facebook. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. I'm telling people about that. Yeah. Well, Nurse Bev, they'll have your DNA, or the Mormon Church will. And I'm not making fun of the Mormon Church. I'm just stating the facts. That they have the largest genealogical database on Earth, and they are acquiring the DNA genome of people as well. Mapping it out for everyone. I don't know why, but I know somebody's got to do it. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but well, if people want to have my DNA on record for something, I mean, it helps in some cases. They could, Nurse Bev. I guess, they could get nailed with a crime that they didn't commit. If somebody was smart enough and they really wanted to frame someone, I guess they could. I just choose not to, go down that rabbit hole of, of worrying about it. You just want to be a crime-fighting team, Mr. Frosty? You're paranoid? Sorry, Nurse Bev. I mean, they could get your DNA from, your hairbrush, piece of masking tape. Someone puts it on your shoulder, bumps into you in a crowd, pick off the skin follicles that flake off onto your shoulder, get your DNA that way. Smoke a cigarette, throw the butt on the ground or put it on in an ashtray, get it off a plastic cup. There's lots of ways to acquire DNA. I watch Forensic Files. I've seen it. Just careful and very wise. Yeah. Let's fight some crime. Stardust, AOL dial-up. Is AOL still around? I didn't know AOL was still around. Dial-up services. Hold on. Oh. Forensic Files. Everybody feel free to chime in. Which one, if you watch shows like that, which one's your favorite? I'm kind of torn. I like the drama of First 48, but I like Forensic Files as well. Forensic files, though, I mean, they give you more of the scientific background and everything else. But I also like the fact that, with like the first 48, you actually get to see the officer go to the crime of the murder and then work, trying to canvas and everything else. And you get that side of it from that show. Good morning, Rain Dancer. Oh, yeah. Well, yes and no. Here in our state, Rain Dancer, they swab anyone being released from jail who has been convicted of a felony, not a misdemeanor. But if you've been convicted of a felony in our state, they do swab you on the way out before you can be released. Yep. In our state. Oh, yeah. Chrissy, you should hear some of the dinner conversations that I have around my house. I tell people about what I do, and this YouTube and what I'm interested in. And people are just like, "Oh my God, I'm talking to a serial killer." Yeah. You love Dateline too, Jules Freedom? I've seen some really good ones on Dateline as well. They have more of a longer play into it. Oh, I don't think I did. Well, let me scroll up. Queen Bee, Blue Mermaid, sorry. Spelled your name wrong. Spelled your name wrong. Is there one before that? Sorry if I missed it. I'm not seeing another one. Could you please ask the question again? Helen Johns, good morning. Penny Sue, Forensic Files. First 48, survived the Fifth Estate, 60 Minutes. Live to Tell. Jeez, you watch them all, don't you? Dateline. There's so many to mention. Penny Sue. I don't know, of those, I definitely watch Forensic Files. First 48. I used to watch 60 Minutes, but I found myself, watching 60 Minutes more because I wanted to see what Andy Rooney was going to say. I liked watching Andy Rooney, but I wasn't really into true crime back then when I was watching 60 Minutes. Dateline. Well, I've watched some really good ones on Dateline. Virtual Asylum. Good morning. No, I have virtual. I haven't checked that out. Escape the Democrat plantation. Got to create a better process to catch left-wing terrorists infesting major cities. Yeah, good luck with that. That and the snowflakes. If you could catch the snowflakes while you're at it. I'm thinking about your question, Queen Bee, to you. If I could interview Anyone. That's a damn good question. If I could, I don't think I could do it in just one interview, though. It'd probably have to be, a series of interviews. But I would love to sit down and talk with Ted Bundy. I find Ted Bundy. I mean, there's a lot about Ted Bundy that has never been covered on YouTube or specials. There's a whole nother side of Ted Bundy that I would love to dive into. Anybody wants to start a true crime channel, and you can start an entire career on just doing covering Ted Bundy. He was more than just what they call him, the gentleman killer. There was a whole nother side to him that's really fascinating. Everything from his early years, before law school. Not a lot of people talk about his humanitarian efforts, his entrepreneurial spirit that he showed growing up. And then, why did Ted, decide to become a killer? But, we may never get the answer to that one, because even, in his interviews that he did before they executed him, he kind of played chicken with them, never really wanting to fully answer the questions that the detectives were asking him. But even those who knew him best, his ex-fiance and those who worked with him in either the law profession or went through college with him, or that suicide hotline. Everybody kind of just shakes their head. Why did Ted go down this road? What made Ted do this? So if I could interview one person, that's who it would be. Good morning, Matthew Burgess. I got 401 now crew. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too. Very smart. Yeah, Sherilyn, he definitely was smart. And he used that to his advantage, though, because he didn't fit the profile from the outside looking in on him. He didn't fit the profile of somebody, that, if you have to think about the time and the place, and when he was killing the women and what he was doing, he fit the profile of an attractive middle age, not middle age, but an attractive middle income individual, not super wealthy, but definitely not poor. He didn't set off the alarm bells to anyone that he was ever capable of doing something like that. That's why I think it's, you could start an entire career on YouTube just covering Ted Bundy. Will, do you think killers are born that way, or is something in their childhood, perhaps? Well, I know when it comes to most serial killers, not all, but most of them have pretty traumatic backgrounds from when they were children, abuse, either physical, sexual, or emotional abuse. A lot of neglect took place when they were younger. Now, again, not all of them, because none of those things, can be attributed to Ted Bundy. Bundy had an awesome upbringing. He had very supportive parents, and as far as they know and everybody around him, and he never said that he was abused in any fashion growing up. It's just something clicked in Ted's mind and would turn on, turn off. When he wasn't killing, everybody loved him. He wasn't like you know, Ed Gein, some creepy farmer who never fit into society, who's out there chopping up, prostitutes and feeding them to his pigs. Ooh, Matthew's in the same state as Jodi Arias. I think he's talking about Jodi Arias is imprisoned. Sorry. Oh, Robert Pinkton. Yeah, you're right. Ed Gein was another monster. See, somebody caught my mistake, and I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean to mix the two of them up. They're both creepy as hell. Good morning, Mal Mal. Change my live stream to Hello Midwest. Uncovered some new info for sure on Aaron Hernandez, Helen Johns. Did you watch that? I've never been a fan of the Patriots. My friend Tim is, but I told him, you got to watch this. I watched it before him, and I said, you got to watch it. Oh my gosh! Just think So I was watching the 30 for 30 film on ESPN about him, and they're talking about Hernandez and how all these young kids they come into the NFL and they all act gangster. They're tough as rocks. They're gangster. And they flaunt it and they throw things up like I got gang affiliations, but nobody knew that they every day in the locker room they were sitting next to a cold-hearted killer and a real gangster. And there's a very good chance that Hernandez had a larger body count than what he was convicted of. But I don't think there's too many people out there researching that case. Hope there are. Helen Johns loathes the Patriots. Harold Shipman, UK doctor, killed hundreds, but only got convicted of 15. He was an arrogant, self-centered man, but his elderly patients apparently loved him. Yeah, I've read about, not a lot, but I've read about Shipman. I've looked into his case some. Antonio Brown will be next. Think Antonio's going to kill somebody? I was just reading what he did to that moving man, down there in his recent arrest and bail. I'm not sure which one was more at fault for the attack on that moving driver. Was it Antonio or was it his trainer, handler guy? Joe Commissions has it correct. People can be mean and twisted as hell. Oh yeah. And hello, Brandy James. And in case I missed you before. You disagree on Ted Bundy's upbringing? I heard Hernandez killed 4 people, but we don't know the 4th. Could be ginger locks. I've heard reports that Hernandez may have actually committed his first murder back when he before college. So he was like high school age, or if he didn't do it, he definitely was involved in it in some fashion. The Moores murders live right by the Moores. Sadistic. Yeah, yeah. I saw. Well, I saw up until a point. They didn't, at least not here on the news. They didn't have or on ESPN. They didn't have the complete court case. It's like they read off the 3 charges, and he just kind of stood there with his suicide vest on. But that's where they cut it off on ESPN. He didn't actually really say anything. My day, women, kids, and old people houses were all out of life. It's like grass. You could get a big scare on your those. Didn't care no morals. Oh, is there a movie about the Moores murder? Carol or Virtual Asylum? I haven't seen it. I would definitely watch it. I'll have to look into that. What? You're having Starbucks French vanilla. I am having Donut Shop blend from Target this morning. I bought one of these though. I got tired of my coffee going cold, so I bought one of these Yetis. Wow, I should have gotten one of these years ago. Deb Mayhew, I'm actually reading about that right now. That just came across my radar just the other day. I don't know. I wish I knew, what's going on there. You love the K cups. We don't have a K cup machine. We have just regular coffee pots. Used to have one, but it broke a long time ago, and we just said, you know what, it's just not. We didn't like the trash, and how much waste there was. So we bought the reusable, like little K cup things, screens. We bought those, and it most of the time it just sat because I drink an awful lot of coffee, probably way more than I probably should. Like, see, there's this coffee maker over here makes 12 cups. I'll drink that 12 cups, and I'll probably have 6 or 7 more. Oh, between 16 and 19 cups of coffee a day. Yeah. First month, Roberta Black. Yeah. I've heard of Roberta Black, and I've heard of Roberta Flack. How about the 1912 Valencia, Iowa axe murders house whose family axed his 2 neighbor girls? No, I have not heard about that, Mike Stevens. Vilesca. I read it. I wrote it down. I'll look into it though. Yeah. No. Well, I don't know. I might have. Deborah May. And good morning, Dandy Head. Sorry I missed you before. I hope you are doing well. Your K cups are biodegradable. That's cool. It just wasn't the K cup machine just wasn't for us. All right, where is it? Addie Parr. Good morning. Good afternoon. Sorry I missed you as well. Yeah, nice to find someone who likes their coffee as much as me. Hold on a second. Yes. Okay. It's my wife calling me to let me know that breakfast is done. All right, where was I? No, I don't, Addie. Parr, we haven't. Hi.
Breakfast is ready, honey.
Oh, okay. Would you like to say hello to the live stream that you're interrupting?
Hello, live stream. Breakfast is ready.
Thanks, hon.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, my wife makes breakfast usually once a month, and today just happens to be it. He ran guns for the IRA. There's a dark side to this. It's true. The Yorkshire Ripper in England. Bye, Jules. What do you think about the Donald Harting trial so far? That one's looking weird. Lassie, I haven't been following that at all. Sorry. Yeah, I noticed that there are two Peggy Sues. Thank you, Helen Johns. You're hungry, Karen? Dari, my wife's name is Crystal. Ooh, I'm gonna go to Brandy's house. Venison sausage. Oh, I'm not gonna get no venison sausage. She's probably making bacon because my son loves bacon. We have a friend who butchers pigs, and he makes like that really thick cut bacon. It's not like that cheap thin paper bacon that you get in most of America. Uh-oh. Janelle Keeney is starving. Will star. Yeah, Karen. My podcast is just me and my wife right now. We've, like I was saying before, at least I started to. We've lined up people that are going to be on it with us. We kind of we started it off, and then we had to revamp it, immediately right after we did the first episode. Miss now, still here. Yeah, from the Munsters. I missed the Munster show. That was a good show. I love ghost pepper bacon. Ooh, that'd be good. Don't think that'd go over very well in my house though. You, Brandy James done that? Butcher your own? Yeah, man. Me and my friends, we go in and we got one friend who actually raises cattle, and then we everybody buys it, and either like so many pounds, or after slaughter we get steaks from a cow, or he does a pig every other year. He doesn't do pigs every year. I mean, he has like 30 acres, but most of the his acreage is, I guess you call it wetland. So, or I have swamp. It's so much cheaper to buy in on half a cow, or a quarter of a cow, than it is to buy it at the store. And we know exactly where it came from. We know the cow ate or the pig ate. And Martha Dickerson, America has an abundance of food. Too much. You don't eat bacon or pork? Is it for religious reasons, or is it just something you just don't like first munch? Caroline, you don't eat meat? And neither does my daughter. My daughter's she's been a vegetarian since birth. We raised her so she didn't have to eat meat. We decided that raise her vegetarian, and then when she gets old enough, if she wants to eat meat, she could. And she just chose to, as an adult, she decided she just doesn't want to. Oh yeah, I completely agree with you, Carol. Yeah, and we get it the same day. So the cow is alive in the morning. By noon, the cow's dead, and then they hang it, and for a couple of days, and then we get it. So it's actually a couple of days later. But we know exactly, they stamp the side of it. And we know exactly it's ours, and then we go there and we watch them. We can stand on the other side of the plexiglass and watch them butcher it. Did you hear of the Oakland County, Michigan child killer in the 70s? Yes, Debbie. I did a video on my channel. It should be still on my channel, of the Oakland County killer. Your best friend's sister was one of the children murdered. They have never caught that guy. I sure wish they could. Yeah. I'll see if I can drop a link in here to it. Hmm. What the heck did I title it? Obviously, I didn't title it what I thought. There it is. Sorry, didn't mean to leave there. All right. There's the link to it. You hate my thin bacon? I'm not a fan of thin bacon. Would I comment on it? I think if you read the comment section, I think I've said everything I want to say about that, Ruth. I have no ill will for Jim Evers' fam or any of the subscribers over there. And I was a subscriber. They like it or not, I was. They don't have to believe it. They don't have to believe that there are two different ways to look at the information that is out there. And that's all I'm going to say on it. It really felt like somebody kicked me in the gut. I never, ever have done anything to be hurtful to that creator, the channel, or the fans. And that was a pretty raw way to treat me. I mean, on my channel, there's probably 30 different ways to contact me. My About Me section has got 6 different social media. I got 5 up in the corner here on my channel, my main dashboard. That's 11 different ways to get a hold of me, or any one of the 3 crime groups that I'm part of, not counting wine and coffee, wine and crime or anything else. But oh well, you know what? It's not the first time somebody's made a video about me, and I'm not gonna get into it. I just don't like the drama. I've got better things to do with my time in my life than deal with it. So I guess with that, unfortunately, it's a negative end, but I'm going to take off, everyone. Thank you again for coming and stopping by the live stream today. I hope you all have a terrific day today, and stay safe out there, please. Until next time. And with that, I'm out.